Yes, sir. Today we have the fastest 6'9" big body Benz clamp thief build. This build right here will be able to play some good defense, man. We're gonna have the most amount of speed we can get for this particular build at this particular position. Okay, so with this build, choose the hand of your choice and the jersey number of your choice. Let's get it, man. As you can see, we are going with the small forward position. Excuse me, 6'9" for the height, 185 on the weight. So that way we can get the most amount of speed that we can get for this build. Now you can change the wingspan and all that stuff, but we're gonna have to have that weight down so we can get that speed up, man. You know what I'm talking about? But let's get into it. So we're gonna go ahead and start the finishing. Now I didn't want to make this build to be some slasher. I wanted to make this build where you could be a versatile build to guard multiple positions and be able to hold your own. So with the driver dunk, we're just going to take that to an 80. It's enough to do what you need to do, and that's all we want to do. Now you get a +5 with the cap breaker, that'll get you to an 85. So if you want to get to an 89, take it to an 84 at the gate, then add the 5 cap breakers, or you can take it down sometime. With different builds, you can take it to like a 70, then add some cap breakers to get it to an 89. But it just depends on how the cap breakers are set up for this particular build. Now with the driver layup, we're going to get that to a 70. As far as the close shot, it went to a 65, so we're going to leave it right there. Standard dunk is a 45, we're going to leave that right there. And the post control is a 50, we're going to leave that right there. But you do get bronze posterized on this build once we take the vertical up. And if you want to get that driving dunk up, I totally understand. But let's go ahead and go to the shooting. So with the 3-point shot on this build, we're going to take that to an 80. We just want to be able to make a shot if we spot up. We're not out there to be a sharpshooter. We're out there to play good defense, and that's just what it is. And then anytime you're open, you can make that shot. You know what I'm saying? But if you can't shoot with an 83-point shot, take your wingspan down. That'll take away from the build being a real good lockdown. You know what I'm saying? But that's up to you on how you want to do that, because some people can't shoot with an 83-point shot. I can, but that don't mean you can. With the mid-range shot, it's a 70. Now, if you want to take that up, that's totally up to you. With the cap breakers, you'll be able to get to a 79, but, you know, some people like to get it to an 80 and up. You know, I understand on that. Now, with the free throw, we did get that to a 71. Now, with the 83-point shot, you do get dead eye, you do get shipped to shoot on bronze, and you also get set shot specialist on silver. Now, with the playmaking on this build, we're going to take that pass accuracy to a 76. Just in case, you know what I'm saying, somebody on your team can't pass real good. That way you can get in there and make the pass to your teammates on time, on target. Anytime you're in a sticky situation and you need to pass to somebody, you'll be able to do it with this build. You get silver break starter, silver diamond, silver versatile visionary. Now, as far as the ball handle, we're going to take that up to an 80. We get anchor assassin, we get handle for days, and that's good in my opinion. Now, as far as the speed with ball, we're going to take that to a 75 so we can get that silver lightning lunch. So that way we can go out there and cook up on the perimeter or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But to each his own. Now, as far as the defense, we're going to take the interior defense to a 70. And the block is a 78. That's all you really need, man. 78 block is really good, in my opinion. 84 is good, too. Don't get me wrong. But a 78, if that's all you can get, that's fine in my opinion. If you're 6'8", if you're 6'9", it does not matter. Even if you're 6'10", I think a 78 block is fine. So you get silver high flying denied, you get paint patrol on bronze, so you should be able to block some shots with that. Now, as far as the perimeter defense, we're going to get that to a 92. That's the most we can get for this particular build, and that way we'll get some gold badges on the perimeter, on ball menace, challenger. We're going to have pick dodge in there. We got all ball pest, and we should be a really good defender on the perimeter. Okay. Now, as far as the steal, we're going to get that to an 85 because we all know when you're 6'9", you know, 2K kind of limits you a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So an 85 steal is decent. We got intercept on gold, we got glove on silver, so you should be good with that. Now, as far as the rebounding, we're going to take the offensive rebounding to an 80 because we are at small forward, so you're going to need a little rebounding. So we got 80 offense, 80 defense on that, and we do have silver rebound chase and silver box. Now, as far as the speed, we're going to max the speed out because we want the most amount of speed. Agility, we went with an 85. You can go 86 with one cap breaker, but we ain't worried about that. Strength, we're going to take that to a 71. That way we get strong handle on silver, we get physical finisher bronze, immovable enforcer bronze, and we're going to put the rest on the... Hold on. Where I messed up at? Where did I mess up at? I think the close shot went up. Close shot was supposed to be 65. It went up. It wasn't supposed to do that. and we got an 80 on the vertical. But let's go ahead and get into the shades up. Here we go, here we go, here we go now. We got Glenn Robinson, Andre Karolinko, we got Jared Wallace. I can see this build more of a Jared Wallace type build with the clamp thief and no big weaknesses to report. Now, with the cap breakers on this build, you can make the build better. If you want to take your perimeter defense down to, let's say, an 87 and add 5 cap breakers, you could do that and get to a 92. It just depends on what you want to do, how you want to finish, how you want to shoot. It's just a lot of things that you can change on this build if you have cap breakers, but I will leave that up to you guys, because if I had this build for myself, I would change a lot of things. I would want more driving dunk. I would want more standing dunk. I would want more shot blocking. That's just me, you know what I'm saying? I would probably want more steal. You never know, but you can't get too much on the steal. But you know, I would just want more things on the build, you know, but that's just my personal preference. Feel free to change what you want to change. Make it to what you like, not what somebody else like. That's the build. I'm out of here, man. Chat!